Hello and welcome to Ouya Classics. In this installment, the game is Twin Tiger Shark, a vertical scrolling shoot-'em-up in the vein of classic arcade games from the 80s and 90s. This game is very obviously ported from a mobile device, but it works fairly well on the Ouya. You can, of course, put it into its native Tate resolutions. If you go in and take, let's see what's the options, the screen rotation, and you can, put it like that, or like that, which would work great for, a tablet, but, since this is not a tablet, this is a, TV that I'm using, I'm going to keep it in its native Tate mode. You can turn on the background and turn that off, but, it doesn't really matter, so let's leave that on, and let's play some of this. So the game is just this instant kind of fun that you'll get from this type of game. While it isn't necessarily the greatest shooter you'll ever play, it is rather fun, and it's completely free, so, there's really no point in not checking it out. Personally, I prefer this type of game to, most first-person shooters, but, I have to say that, I really like when the Ouya has these kind of games, because this is exactly what I want. This is what I want indie developers to do. I don't want them to do, like, crazy, I don't know, do whatever the mainstream consoles are doing. This is the kind of thing I want to see. These retro-style new games that are, not copies of things that came out before, but were, basically inspired by what worked in the arcades, because that's what I see the Ouya as, is a new console to experience the arcade glory days. Not only just the arcade glory days, but, retro gaming glory days in general. The game controls very well, just as you normally would expect from this type of thing. You can use either the D-pad or the analog stick, and because this is, an arcade-style game, either works very well. You can use the D-pad, and that works great, or you can use the analog stick, and that works great too. Oh, I got shot down. Darn it. Also like that your default shot here is pretty powerful. You don't feel like you are very weak if you die. And that's a really cool power-up too. It's like the 1942-1943 power-up, but, really a lot more powerful and a lot cooler. This game rather reminds me of cave shooters, but not as crazy. Maybe some of the earlier cave shooters, like Donpachi or something. Or was it Dodonpachi? One of those weird games. I guess this could be played on a cell phone or a tablet, but I would never want to. This is the type of game that I definitely would want a controller for. Or really, ideally, an arcade stick for. So I can launch a bomb. first boss is all just about dodging his attacks. Oh, he retreated. Well, the first thing I thought about when I played this game was that the screen is disappointingly small. Even for a Tate shooter, it's very narrow. But it's done this way because this is the style of games that were back then. You know, with the 16:9 screen, it's even more noticeable, but Tate games on 4:3 were just as narrow. So if this was, you know, 4:3 display that I'm using, which is not, it would be, you know, the equivalent screen real estate taking up on a 4:3 screen. But this is, you know, the screen real estate taking up the same amount, but it's a 16:9 screen, so you get even more of a background that's not used. It's not a bad thing, it's just that's how the game is designed. And it's designed that way because that's how games were designed. It's a direct homage to how things were. Alright, well, there's game over. It's a difficult game, but it's a very enjoyable one, and it's one that's worth replaying. And the file size is not very big, and again, it's completely free. So again, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this game, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to hit the like button, because hitting the like button helps support my channel, and lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.